Morning everyone. It's the last Sunday in January and something a little bit different. I thought I would show you what we eat on a typical day because we've talked before about being on a budget and it's being the last Sunday in January. We're using up everything that we've got left before we go shopping tomorrow. This morning we're having oat and apple pancakes for breakfast. Let's see what's in them. So in here I've got half a cup of oats, and they're just the leftover oats. I made a pint of oat milk last night and it's the oats that are left over. So they're in. 1 half cup of flour, a bit of cinnamon, some baking powder, a 1/4 cup of sugar. Then I'm going to grate the apple, and with a couple of eggs and a bit of water, that will make the pancake batter. I already have some bread on the go for flatbreads, but first we need to make some soup. I've already put the onions into some olive oil, and now I'm starting on the pumpkin. Got it chopped, just going to peel it, and I've got some lentils that I've just washed. There's half a cup of lentils there, and some stock, just made with a stock cube. You've seen me make the flatbreads before, so if you're interested, go back and watch that video. But I'm just at the stage where I'm going to put like the filling in and then cook them, and the soup is already on, so lunch is halfway there. And look what I've got! Thanks, Lainey. More mine cheddar today. The flatbread has gone into the pan, and while that's cooking, I'm going to blitz up some of the soup to make a nice smooth background, but I will leave some of the lumps in. I've put some salt and pepper in. I'm going to save some of it for tomorrow, and we'll have this with our flatbread for lunch. So we've just had a shower, as you can tell. Have to have one mid-afternoon, sort of before the sun goes down now, otherwise it's a bit cold. So before dinner I'm going to have a hot drink, and then I'll crack on and I'll make dinner. And that's our cool little kettle that boils in a few minutes, straight from the electric, saving on the gas. Hibiscus tea. So dried hibiscus, then a little bit of lemon and some honey. Delicious. And for dinner tonight we're having roast cauliflower with sweet potato and squash. Then on the side I'm going to do some like a spicy tomato sauce with beans in. Oil, curry, flavour and black pepper and some salt. Just using up the last of the oil in the bowl, no extra. That's all my veggies ready to roast into the oven. Then my beans, I've just got a tin of kidney beans and I'm putting some of this in. It's just from Lidl. Roast vegetables, couscous and beans in a tomato sauce. Good boy, Max.
Good boy, Max. I love roasted cauliflower. I think it's the best way to do it, actually.
Yeah,
I think.
definitely.
Very nice indeed.
It's always a surprise to you what's going to come out of the kitchen, isn't it?
But it's always amazing though. Thank you.
Following on from all of the food that we ate yesterday, we have now been shopping. So I thought it might be nice to give you an idea of what I've bought, how much it cost, and we'll try and do a quick comparison to perhaps the UK and America, just to give you an idea of grocery bills, grocery shopping, and give you a look at what we've bought and what I might actually use it for. So today we spent €15.59 in Auchan. There we go. And I'm going to admit the majority of that €15 was on wine. One box, which lasts us more than a week. And then we spent €40.58 in Lidl, just normal Lidl. And that was for the majority of the food. So let's have a look and see what we bought and what I'm likely to use it for. So just like anybody else, we've bought a selection of fresh goods, dry goods, tinned goods, and I'll usually make most things more or less from scratch. Yeah, let's just have a quick look at some of the things that we've got in a little bit more detail. So from sort of a fresh produce idea, we eat quite a bit of fruit. I've still got lots of apples. I've got a box full of lemons and some oranges that we were given, so I haven't had to spend out much this week. So I just bought some pears, just small snack size pears. And then we've got bananas, onions, a few potatoes, tomatoes for slicing, and then I've been buying quite a few of these because this pack, it's to make a Portuguese soup, but it's got pumpkin, carrots, leeks and spinach, and I usually either use half of it or add to it to make a big batch of soup or to make a pasta sauce. Sometimes, you know, roasting the vegetables as I did yesterday, just whatever we're fancying. But this usually lasts me sort of 2 lots of cooking when I'm adding other things to it. Some sausages, and these are little sausages, but they're like a butcher's sausage that we would say in the UK. Very meaty, very thick, so you just cook them slowly. So sometimes I just cook it as a sausage, sometimes I take the meat out, sometimes I chop it up into little pieces and make meatballs. And because there's so many in there, then that's like 2 or 3 meals for us. And because the house is so cold, it does actually stay cold without being in a fridge. Flour, plain flour, self-raising flour and oats. We have porridge quite regularly on a morning, or put it into pancakes or flapjacks or whatever. Selection of bread, so bread to use up today or tomorrow, and then others that will last a bit longer, just some buns. Crisps, these were really good. These are the ones that we love. They're Campanesa flavour, but these are the extra large packs for the normal price of just a regular big pack. Little tomato and oregano breads, lovely, have them with our soup. This that I was talking about is the tomato pulp with the onion and garlic in. Thank you, couldn't think of the word for garlic there. Immense flavour, adds lots of flavour, so I use it in pasta sauces, curries, stews. I use it as a pizza sauce because it's so thick, delicious and very, very versatile. And if you just use a bit, and then it'll fasten back up and it'll keep for a few more days. So that's really useful for us. And then our big box of red wine. So that will probably last us all week between the 2 of us. I've got 1 sweet potato, a piece of pumpkin and an onion left from last week, and then I've got pasta, couscous, tins of sweet corn. I'm just quickly looking to see, oh, we've got rice, so all of you like your staple things. We saw friends last week and they gave us 2 dozen eggs because they were overrun with eggs, so 2 dozen eggs is absolute gift. I thought that might interest you. Darren's going to do a bit of calculation, and where I've sort of given you monetary figures, he's going to try, as I say, put that into context for most of you, and I hope you found it useful.